Happy Thursday, everybody. Yes, I said Thursday. We're going early this week for our All Things Advocacy. Josh Aspig with me as always. Janelle Most. Janelle, good to see you after a week off.
Yeah, a week off and back in this room too.
Back in the room, back in person, all kinds of back to it. Quick reminder, if you took action last week on Social Security, thank you. If you didn't hear, we encourage you to check out the AARP North Dakota page, aarp.org/ND for some great action. We got the Social Security Administration to roll back some changes that would have inhibited folks' ability to use phone service to access their Social Security benefits. So big win, not just in North Dakota, across the country. So
really, yeah, and George and our other volunteer, Belle, they did such a fantastic job talking about the importance of Social Security. And we know it's not just them.
Yep.
We know so many North Dakotans rely on Social Security. So it was a big win, again, not just for North Dakota, but across the country.
100%. Still work to do. We still need to get the Social Security Administration to improve customer service in general, and we'll continue to work on that and expect to hear more. But back to why we do these, which is the legislative session, and we're back. So there's this rumor that they're going to be done by April 30th.
Yeah, which is less than 2 weeks away,
right.
Which we find that, but I think they want to save some legislative days, so it could be possible, but there's a lot of conference committees being worked out right now. There's still big bills that are sitting in the Appropriations Committee, so we'll see what happens.
So I'm going to switch up the order on what we have on our run of show for you. So it seems like one of the log jams is property tax, and that kind of seems to be like the next, as I would say, tumbler that needs to they need to figure out an agreement between the House and the Senate, and that seems to have continuing back and forth yet this week.
Yeah, there was a lot of back and forth. The primary bill, which is Representative Nathy's bill that is supported by the governor, that passed out of the Appropriations Committee and in the Senate. And so we're in the process where they're assigning conferees, where you get 3 people from the House, 2 people in the Senate, and there's a stall point there. But then yesterday it was some really interesting action that a committee took up another bill that is still alive in property taxes. And so now we got 2 almost competing property tax bills.
Yeah, very, very similar bills. Here's what you need to know. We're continuing to push to try and get the primary residence credit back up to at least the $1,450 that passed originally out of the House. It is likely this is the issue that if they're going to truly get out of here on April 30th, next week's really, they're going to have to figure this out next week. So heads up to you, there's likely an ask coming your way next week for you to weigh in on property tax relief, the property tax relief bill. So Janelle, before we get out of here, though, we had really good news. Actually, it was technically late last week, but we really kind of uncovered it over the weekend. The governor signed our crypto kiosk bill.
He did sign that cryptocurrency bill. So it is going to be law starting August 1st. So really significant win for consumer protection in the state.
Huge win, and kudos to you. You kind of ran point, you did run point on this for us and went through a lot of negotiations. Just a quick primer for folks. What is that bill going to do starting on August 1st?
It's going to make cryptocurrency kiosks or the ATMs be licensed in the state. We're going to put warnings on those machines so folks know they could be used potentially to commit fraud. We're going to do a lot of transactions so you can limit how much can be used and put into those machines. So really the whole goal around that protection is to make sure that consumers are protected from fraud. We know that get the information out there. It's really a significant thing that we're seeing kind of sweep the whole country. We're the second state in the country that have passed this bill, but we're going to start to see that and really I think awareness around these machines and why they are problematic is the biggest thing. So
speaking of awareness, opportunity for me to remind you that if you aren't signed up to attend one of our Fraud Fest 2025 events, I encourage you to go check it out. You can visit the AARP North Dakota homepage, aarp.org/ND. You can find all of the Fraud Fest information there. We're going to be going to various communities. We already did one in Minot. We've done an online one. I think the next 2 are in Watford City and Jamestown. So we're coming to your neck of the woods shortly if you live in one of those communities, and then we'll be around the rest of the state or different communities around the state yet this year. So if you aren't signed up, sign up. If you know somebody who lives in one of those communities, encourage them to sign up. You'll get the latest on frauds, fraud prevention, etc. So with that, it's Easter weekend.
It is Easter.
You got your chocolate bunnies ready?
Yes, they're all ready, prepped, ready
eggs
to go.
Dyed.
Yeah. No,
we're dying marshmallows this year because of the price of eggs. So.
No, I don't even think we'll pencil that in. My kids, I think, are too old. They'll be busy doing other things. So.
I love it. So, well, with that, this has been another All Things Advocacy with AARP, and have a great Easter, everybody. See you next week.